Mick Dizzle Gaming coming at you. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you're doing well today. Hit that like button if you enjoy this, and subscribe to keep up to date with legendary Red Dead news, leaks, live streams, and a whole lot more. It's a bit of a longer video for me because we have a lot to go over. So settle on in, or not. Don't let me tell you how to live your life. I'm just kidding. Enjoy the video. With an update seemingly in the testing phases on the Steam database, we should expect to see a file update in the next few weeks. Does that mean we're going to see new content in the next few weeks or months? I hope so, but not necessarily. It could be security updates, it could be laying the groundwork for another update, it could be a number of things. However, it'll be new things in the files to look through, which will be pretty cool either way, as the last title update we had was September 15th of last year, so we're definitely due. In today's video, we are going to talk about some details that might be the next new content that we get in Red Dead Online, regardless of when that comes out. We are going to discuss the significant amount of unused voice files from Josiah, and use the data that we have to paint a picture of this content. They definitely look cooler than what we have. Here's some Red Dead lore about Josiah. Josiah, if you are not aware, is Jay's brother. Jay is the dude that sends you the telegrams, and Josiah is the guy that you drop stuff off to if you need to. Here is why we are talking about this content likely to be the next content that we see in Red Dead Online. First, Josiah has over 300 voice lines, with the majority of them being unused, which is very unusual as there's only a few exceptions of voice lines in the files for Red Dead Online that have not been used yet. Second, they've been drip-fed to us since February of 2021 with the original New Source of Employment missions, and then with the Hardcore Telegram missions, with the Call to Arms Telegram missions not really having any sort of dialogue from Josiah. These new missions from Josiah indicate a bit more depth than the current solo missions. We'll take a look at some of the details in the voice lines and summarize as much as we can from it. Of course, this hasn't been confirmed by Rockstar, we're merely going through the files and bringing the information to you to discuss. So what I've painstakingly done is listen to all 305 lines of Josiah, and then logically sort them into appropriate mission types based on the content. I went through each existing scenario and eliminated absolutely as much as I can through all the different scenarios you would run into Josiah. I was able to bucket this dialogue into 6 different missions. A couple high-level observations first, and then we'll dig in more to the specific content as well as we can. As we are all aware, with the exception of Call to Arms, Telegram missions are solo missions only. There's lots of voice line evidence with Josiah saying, "Where's your posse? Where are your friends?" etc, etc. In the same way that NPCs and strangers have dialogue for posse members and posse leaders, this also aligns with evidence that was found in the files for posse-only Telegram missions. Here are some examples of the posse dialogue.
What, you split up? Where's the rest of your posse? Just you this time? Where are the others? Howdy there. Where's your partner?
That would make those missions a little bit more interesting to have some options to do either solo or posse work that isn't Call to Arms. One other high-level call-out before we get into the mission-specific pieces is I've identified 49 separate quantity voice lines. And when I say quantity, it's just a general quantity like one more batch to go or one more is needed. Here's an example.
Well, this is more than enough to start with. Now keep it coming. Just one more batch to go. All right, one more delivery like this and we should be good. Well, another very decent batch. That should be all the inventory I need for now. Appreciate it.
Interesting, right? This might tie into these missions that we're going to be talking about in a second. Or it could be something totally different. If you are interested in listening to all of these voice lines, feel free to jump into our Discord. I'd be happy to provide them. We won't be able to listen to all of them, but we'll highlight some specific ones. Let me know what you think about these in the comments below. The first of these missions involves rescuing people. Here are the voice lines from Josiah.
You got her. Well, as I live and breathe, I'd say you done your good deed for today, my friend. I'm glad you was able to get her out of there. Clearly, I sent the right person for the job. Glad to see you folks back safe. Good to see you folks back in one piece. You folks can count yourself lucky you ran into my friend here. I'm happy you folks made it back safe and sound. I was starting to get worried about these folks. Good work. You got him? Well done. Oh, I'm glad you got him back safe. Real glad you got to him in time. Folks was getting worried. Well done. I wasn't sure I'd see this feller back in one piece. Well, I'd say this feller owes you one, my friend. As do I. Oh, you found her. Thank God. Oh, glad you got her back safe. I just knew you'd get her back safe and sound.
One potential scenario is that we get a telegram about people that need rescuing. The next one is interesting because it's around boats and multiple boats. Let's have a listen.
And they still look seaworthy, too. This is some good work. Good. More of that one there and then head out for the others. Looks good. If the rest of the boats are in this condition, we'll be sitting pretty.
There's a lot more lines around the boats, but I think you get the idea. Now, with having to get multiple boats, is this tying back to posse-only telegram missions, or the ability to do it solo and or in a posse? Who knows? The next one seems to be around kidnapping.
I knew you'd track her down sooner or later. Okay, you leave this one to me and go get the rest of them. I'm sorry you had to spend even a minute in the company of this sumbitch. Good. Now, no rest for the wicked. Go round up the rest of these fools.
The next one's super interesting, because we know the one-horse deal telegram mission where you have to steal the horse from the Braithwaites, take it to Josiah. I've identified all the voice lines for this, and these voice lines are a lot different because they're talking about multiple horses in a much different scenario. I'll play them for you.
Ooh, just wait till my brother claps eyes on these beauties. Nicely done. Those are some decent-looking horses. Yeah, quick brush and some feed, and this'll do just fine. Now these sure look like some fine animals. Good work. Well, I'd say you outdone yourself with these.
The next one is murdering and bringing Josiah the dead bodies. Have a listen.
Okay, that's the last of them. I'd say you're quite the natural for this kind of work. All right, this completes our quarry. Good work, my friend. That's the last of them. Well done. You know how to handle your business, my friend. Last one for the pile. Well done. I can assure you they won't be missed. Looks like the Undertaker's gonna have a busy day. Good work.
The next one seems to be theft of multiple wagons. Let's have a listen.
Now this is a sight for sore eyes. You can leave the wagons over there. Well, this is a very good start. If the other wagons come in looking like this, we'll be set. Looks good. Pull up there and then head out for the rest. Oh, you got the first wagon. Good. Now keep them coming. Good job. If all the rest of the wagons look like this, we'll be sitting very pretty. Just park it over here so you can head straight off to see to the rest of them. Sooner we get this done, the better. Those are some decent-looking wagons. Those should do us nicely. Just park them over there. See, I knew you wouldn't have a problem getting hold of them wagons. Our own little wagon train. Now this is what I like to see.
Now, I've already identified the lines that were used in Outrider, that one wagon mission, and this is definitely not it due to it talking about multiple wagons. Hopefully alluding to that you can do it as a posse. What about you? Do you think this is the next content that we will see in Red Dead Online? For me so far, I think the content from the Telegram missions has been kind of hit and miss, with Call to Arms being a lot of fun, and the solo Telegram missions being something you could do once in a blue moon to try it, but it gets pretty boring after a while. It does seem, based on the voice lines, that the content of these Telegram missions have a little bit more depth than the current solo ones. The reason being is there's a lot of mentions from Josiah around not just the quantity of items like boats, random items, horses, wagons, but also the quality of items. Like, that was a good quality one, that was a bad quality one, etc, etc. So I'm very curious on what this might be. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe with your bell notifications on if you are new to keep up to date on any Red Dead news, leaks, live streams, and all that good stuff. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.